biggest reason why, can't play with my friends because of the birth year. Because my son was born in 2016 and he has friends, a lot of his classmates that play soccer happen to be born in 2015. Now, they were born at the end of 2015.
Oh, so if it was up to the date, they could probably play together.
If it was based on a school calendar type thing, they'd be able to play together. But because they're not, he plays with 2016 kids, they play with 2015 kids, and they're both in the same class in school. And so a lot of kids have said they don't want to play because they can't play with all their friends.
Wow.
Yeah, so I found that interesting, but
That's
so
tough.
the United States is right now, I think they've actually done it in certain areas along like the Atlantic Coast area. They've gone back to the like school year type thing and
It
not
makes
the birth
sense.
year.
So that's something to do in Europe. Is that a European thing?
I think it's a soccer across the globe thing where they do it on birth year.
Oh, wow.
And so they adapted that here. That's my understanding. They adapted it here, and then now they're talking about going back to it the other way.
They need to go the other way because soccer is still not as popular here as it is around the world.
I know, but I think that they were trying to just make things uniform with
That makes
European
sense.
clubs because so many European clubs, like so for instance, the organization that my son plays in, STISA, which stands for South Tangent Youth Soccer Association, so we call it STISA.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they have a European affiliate, FC Bayern Munich, right? FC Munich, Bayern, whatever it is, right? So the team out of Munich, Germany, that's what the kids have on the back of their jersey. That's their affiliate. And they have that throughout the United States. Different clubs have different, different organizations have a different European that they're linked up with, European soccer team that they're linked up with. So Bayern Munich will actually come here and put on clinics from people within their organization for members of STISA and kids around the area. And some of these kids may get, it has to happen in other places, may not happen here directly, but they will get pulled to go to Europe to play.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
So here's the thing. With that. I think, especially for us Americans, work it that way that it used to be, right? The birth date,
Right.
until you get to a certain age. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either.
I don't know.
I don't know what the solution would be.
Because
But
now that you mentioned that, I got a buddy of mine who I grew up with, Bigger. That's his nickname. He don't like being called Bigger anymore. His name is Ernest, who has a son. He's got several sons, but he's got a son playing pro ball in North Carolina, pro soccer.
okay.
But he went to Club Way out of Texas. Right? So out of Texas, he got recruited because of the club that he played
Yes.
for. Played for that club. And I think he went to a soccer school in one of the Carolinas.
Yeah, that's
And now he's a pro kid